Welcome to the brand new 2025 Buick Enclave. We know the Enclave as a beautiful three-row SUV, but just wait. It got more beautiful, it got more luxurious. We won't know the pricing until closer to the on-sale date towards the end, late summer of 2024. But I have a lot to show you. You're not going to believe this. For 2025, the Buick Enclave has been completely redesigned. And I want you to notice, I don't always focus on the front grille and those details, because usually it's an iteration of the prior model. Not so with Buick. They have changed all of their front ends to feature the new logo. So it's new and it's really elegant. And this really beautiful, almost like watch band chain type design here on the front grille. It really does remind me of a fine watch. There's a lot of technology, a lot of sensors and cameras here. So they dress that up with all this beautiful chrome and dark metal. And then our headlights are there, and those beautiful daytime running headlights, which are branded Avenir. So this particular model is the Avenir, and we see that right here in the headlight. We can see the Avenir name. We will see the new Buick logo right there on the wheels and the Avenir name here on the side of the car. So it still is a three-row SUV. It's large, but not overly large. Maybe you call it a crossover. It has really beautiful new details on the exterior and all new light bar that runs across the rear. And there is that beautiful Buick logo again. You can see that this is the Enclave. Underneath the hood, there's a brand new engine. It's 2.5 liter four-cylinder turbo that generates 328 horsepower. They haven't told us fuel economy numbers yet, but they say fuel economy is better in this model than in the last model. They also haven't told us pricing yet, which they will tell us pretty soon. We're excited to learn that. There are three trims. The Avenir is the top of the line, and then two of the trims also have an ST version. Buick showed us two versions. This is the Avenir, which is the top of the line. The Avenir they showed us in silver with this beautiful white leather interior. Let's hop in and see what it's like inside the 2025 Buick Enclave. The first thing I want you to notice is this. This is the seat massage control. The seats have standard heating and ventilation, plus standard massage. When you get in, the next thing you're going to notice is this beautiful steering wheel. This is covered in blue leather, and this 30-inch flat screen. It's curved, and it's gorgeous. This is where you're going to find Multimedia, which now has Hey Google activation, and it's a Google operating system, and then the driver display will be here. I don't see a lot because we don't have the power on, but I can tell you you're going to have climate control fixed right here, and then there are some buttons here. Can't really tell what they are, but there will be lights here that will show you, and I would imagine this is probably more climate. I also see that there is a radio dial here. This is our wireless phone charger, and there's wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. There's a little cubby here for your keys, cup holders here, and a nice spacious center console to stow things away. There are two USB ports here. There's a C and a standard USB port there. So that's going to help you connect your phone if you want to connect with a wire to the multimedia system, or if you want to charge by wire. Only one phone will fit there. So if you want to use that to charge, you can. There is the stop-start button. Our driver assist features are over here. Entertainment controls are over here. Also standard is head-up display. So we have a head-up display box here, and again, I can't really show you yet, but it will project onto the windshield all of your key driver information. And then I want you to notice the Buick design ideas. So this blue leather here, the Bose, there are 28 speakers in the Avenir Bose speakers. There are some controls here, the new Buick steering wheel with the new logo. And then we have this like beautiful perforated leather here, some brushed metal here, the Avenir name. So really beautiful interior and rose gold accents. I love the rose gold accents all throughout this car. You even have them in the rear seat. There is a panoramic sunroof all really beautiful. They have been saying this for a while, that you can't believe this is a Buick, and I know it's always been true, but now it's more true than ever. This is the brand new 2025 Buick Enclave. And when I think of the word enclave, I think of me and my people in a private little space somewhere far away from everything else. And that's exactly what this car is designed to be. Now, when it came out, remember Reese Witherspoon in the ads and Reese Witherspoon driving one in Big Little Lies? Well, that's what I think of, is that time in the car with my kids, with my people, going to beautiful places. And now an even more beautiful interior to do that, and beautiful surroundings. So the thing that got me when I first saw this was this really beautiful floating center console. It leaves space here for a handbag. You can even put your handle of your handbag can actually extend out if you need to do that. So great place for a tote, actually. The chief engineer does have 3 kids, and her question was, where do I put my handbag? That's what she wanted, was to create space to put the things that we need to put in our car. There is a clear bar here across the top. That's because this has Super Cruise. So Super Cruise is available on all Buick Enclave models. That's something that you need, especially if you do a lot of road tripping and highway driving. If you get Super Cruise, you also get this, a digital rear view mirror. So this gives you a video view of what's behind the car. Now, I want you to just sit back and relax and breathe deep and enjoy this beautiful interior. It's called the Avenir interior. It says Avenir here on the headrest. It has this really beautiful quilted and sort of handbag detail. It's got piping, it's got extra stitching along the bolsters and the panels. It's heated and vented front seats, which is standard in the Avenir edition, which is the top of the line. And then there's this beautiful contrasting navy leather steering wheel, and then navy surround here. That's this particular model. This is the prototype that they built just to show us. There will be other options if navy isn't quite your thing, but I will say go for the Avenir because it is gorgeous. Let's take a look at the second row because I have something really cool to show you. So let me tell you, second row details. We have 2 sets of latches. There is not a bench seat option in the second row. The second row is only captain's chairs. Here, they are heated and vented. That is standard, which is really great, but I also want to show you this. So it has this really nice slide, lift, and tilt function. It is weight defaulted. So if there's weight in this seat, you cannot push the button there or there. It will not operate if there's somebody sitting in the seat, which is great for your rabble-rouser tween who would think that's funny. And also notice that I was able to push the seat back in place only using one hand. I really love that function. Center row passengers have climate control, a household outlet, and a little storage cubby. But what's it like to climb into the third row? Well, let's check that out. So I want to hop into the third row. Rather than using the pass-through, I'm going to push the seat forward, and I'm going to climb in right here and get into the third row. And I'll push the seat, pull the seat back, and you can see the legroom that I have here. So I would want, this seat is on a rail. I can push it forward a little bit, and I probably would want to do that. What amenities do we have for rear seat passengers? We have 2 USB ports, one here and one here. We have cup holders, and we have vents here in the ceiling. So this is a typical sort of GM thing. The Traverse and Acadia, some of the other 3-row SUVs from GM have their air vents up here, which I really like, because if you're sweating and you've just gotten home from, you're in the car going home from whatever sport, and you're sweating, you have a sweaty child, the last thing they want is air vents way over there or trying to get air from the middle. These, they can point right at them and get all that air, which is just brilliant. I really love that. They're seating for 3, so probably more comfortable for 2. There are no child car seat latches back here, so there are only 2 sets of latches, full sets of latches in the Buick Enclave. Well done, Buick. The 2025 Buick Enclave will be out later in the summer of 2024. We'll take a test drive then. We will try out all the features, show you the screen, and walk through all of the functions and how everything works. Cannot wait to try out the Hey Google voice assistants, love that. Can't wait to put my handbag in that lower storage tray underneath the console, and can't wait to try out child passenger car seats in those second row captain's chairs. And I think someone might even convince me to ride in the third row. It's really beautiful. It's everything that we love about Buick. Really beautiful design, very cutting edge, and this new front end that looks and feels so elegant. There are more details and more stories on the Buick Enclave at A Girl's Guide to Cars. Be sure to subscribe here too.